on, you guys? It's your boy Alex with Collects here, bringing you the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking a WWE Mattel Main Event Series 148 Hulk Hogan. I want to give a huge shout out to my good buddy Brian on Instagram, Brian K Photo. Give him a follow. He actually gave me a tip that this Hulk Hogan figure had hit stores. Was able to run to my local store and grab this and add it to my collection. I don't like to do a lot of basic reviews. I do feel like I find myself buying more and more basics, especially since they updated the articulation. But as a huge Hulk Hogan fan, I need one of every Mattel figure in my collection. I have every single Mattel Hulk Hogan item released. So I'm going to continue that. I used to buy multiples of everything, but honestly, I'm just running out of space. So my new rule with basics for Hulk Hogan, just one. So I only grabbed one here. You can see the box, the awesome image of Hulk here. He does have the Python Power shirt. You'll see him here with the actual shirt. We've seen this mold many times on the basic Hulk Hogan. It's just a different shirt. He does have that Elite 96 head with the war bonnet. Similar head sculpt with the kind of like screaming scan here, kind of to match the image on the box. You'll see basic series 148, main event series now. You guys can see how it is rebranded. They are no longer just called basics. They are called main event. But you can see Hogan does have, again, the shirt, your traditional red and yellow trunks with the white wrist tape. Take a look at the back. You will see the image of Hogan, the little read-up signature move, the leg drop. This wave does include John Cena, Carmelo Hayes, Roddy Piper, and Caden Carter. I would like to maybe get the basic John Cena, the iridescent one where you can't see him, or even the green. They do look good for a basic figure, so if I do run across them, maybe I will grab it and add it to my collection. But enough chatting. Let's get this basic, or excuse me, see, I mean, it's going to take a while to get that out of my head. Let's go ahead and take a look at the main event, Hulk Hogan. So before we actually go to Hogan, I wanted to review another figure. To be totally transparent with you guys, I shot that intro for Hulk. I went to my local Walmart and I saw this figure on shelves. And I said, you know what? I'm going to grab it. I figured it made sense since Hogan is from Main Event Series 148. Let's do this Cena figure review with him as well. To be honest, I am not a big Cena guy. But I did see this one as well as the Chase in the green. This is the standard version from what I'm hearing. And the figure looked really nice. It's kind of crazy to think that he's, this is the standard version, but the green is the Chase. The green is on the box. I don't know. But that's what Mattel is telling us. So anyways, the reason I grabbed this was because, Cena, again, announcing his retirement at Money in the Bank. I kind of wanted the wristbands and the hat because it kind of looks similar to what he was wearing that night for kind of his final run. So I do want to throw the accessories on my Ultimate, but while we're at it, let's do a review of this figure and see what it's about. It's a translucent looking Cena. You can't see him here, so it's kind of funny that it took this long for this to come out with that gimmick and all those memes and all that craziness going on with this. We do have Cena here. You can see he is translucent. There is, you know, kind of a clear iridescent look to his actual, you know, body. You can see he does have the shirt, the black pants, and all of the good wristbands and the hat. Again, you do see the image of John Cena. Main Event Series 148. You can see Main Event Series here on the top. On the back of the box, again, you will see the read-up, the other figures in the wave. My Walmart actually had them all. I was tempted to get Piper. I was like, you know what? I can only have so many basics in my collection. I need to save room for the elites. And the Piper looked great, but I passed. They had the full set. Caden Carter and Carmelo Hayes was there. But, and like I said, I fought hard not to grab the Cena in the green because it looked really toyetic. I figured that figure would pop really nicely on shelves. But let's go ahead, crack this guy the packaging. We're going to jump to him, and then we'll go to Hulk Hogan. So I fought really hard to not make any you can't see me jokes, and I'm not going to make any here. You can see the Cena figure here. Looks like the Invisible Man. It is a main event series. You can see this new mold that they've have for this t-shirt design. I feel like this has really been making its round within the basic main event series. It is an untucked shirt, and the way it is, it's a rubber piece kind of just put over the torso. You can see underneath the torso is painted red if you can see the seams. And there's a little cut here in the back. It is not removable. It stays on the shirt, but it does look really nice. It looks a little more accurate to what Cena actually wears. You can see the painting on the red looks a little more noticeable. I wonder if that's because of the iridescent skin, but it doesn't look awful. He does come with these wristbands that are removable as well. You can see the You Can't See Me logos on both sides. Additionally, you can see the logo here on the t-shirt. One thing I'm really disappointed, which I didn't know because I bought this figure for the accessories. This hat, which does have the You Can't See Me logo, is not removable. It is glued on, man. That is really annoying. You can see kind of, I guess this is supposed to be his hair coming through the back of the cap. We'll see if I can maybe pry that off. I really didn't want to screw this figure up and mess it up, but the hat is not removable. The main event series, again, does have a little more added articulation, which we'll go through. But let's take a quick look at the skin, or the iridescent skin tone, or whatever you want to call it, plastic molded arms. You can see how clear they are. They don't look bad. I don't really hate the look of it. I just don't like how you can see the pegs here on the legs, but Mattel is really running with this iridescent kind of look. You will see that the Seth Rollins suited figures. We have a new Miz from his WrestleMania hosting, I guess, gig with the purple suit coming out. So they do have their tendency where they actually do, you know, pop really well on the shelf and on your display here. But let's look at the articulation for this main event scene. The head will fully rotate. The arm also does fully rotate. There is just a single hinge at the arm, but it is pinless. That is nice to see. The arms or hands do fully rotate as well as a hinge. There is a waist swivel. You can bring the arms up about that much. He is on this new articulation for the basics. Does a good amount with the splits. Does kick pretty well forward. The knees are a little tight still, I will say. There is also kind of like a hinge here where the hip kind of moves with these new main event figures. There is also rotation at the boot or shoe for Cena. But all in all, not bad. Unfortunately, the hat isn't removable. That's kind of disappointing. Kind of nixes my plans here. For some John Cena comparisons, so on the left, we have a Top Picks Elite figure in the green versus the main event, and we have the most recent Ultimate Edition Series 22 John Cena. My plan was to swap one of the armbands out and the hat, but that's kind of been nixed. Maybe in another video review, I can try to see if I can pry this hat off without screwing it up and kind of make somewhat of a modern-day kind of last-run Cena. Next up, we're taking a look at the main event Hulk Hogan, and this figure really does follow a lot of the formulas that we have seen with the most recent main event or basic Hulks. Looks pretty good. He does have the Python Power shirt on this figure here. You can see this is the same head that we did get with the War Bond. I believe that was the Elite 96 figure. He does have these same slits here in the back, just like the new Cena mold with the shirt. I feel like we've gotten a ton of reuses out of this Hulk Hogan with a molded shirt for the basic series. It does have the nice hot dog skin tone. I will say the head seems like it sits a little higher than I'd like it to. But all in all, looks pretty good. I do like the bug-eyed look head here. I kind of wish he would have had a little more accessories. Maybe a bandana or a necklace would have been included. Would have been nice. But the figure looks pretty good. You will see the Hulk always seems to have a little more articulation with these basics. Reuse of the old mold. He does have the bicep cut. The head, of course, will fully rotate as well. Arms go fully around. They can hinge up about that much. He does have the pinned arms, but they are single jointed. You do have wrist rotation as well as a hinge. I forgot to mention with Cena, all of the basic heads and hands are removable on the new main event series. So if you guys want to pop a different head on Hulk, they easily come off, as well as the hands. Obviously, with all the Hulk Hogan figures we get a ton of different interchangeable hands. So if you have some other ones, you want to go with like double bicep pose or calling to the crowd or something like that, you can definitely swap them out here. You want to take a look. You can see the Python Power shirt looks really nice. For the trunks, your standard Hulk Hogan yellow trunks with the red knee pads. Same articulation as the prior figures. He does do the splits pretty well. He does kick up pretty good. All these knees are really stiff. He does have the boot cut. There is articulation on his boot here. Does hinge up and down. Again, there is a bicep cut and a single jointed elbow there. Everything you'd expect for a basic main event Hulk Hogan. I feel like his figures really are fun. For some quick Hulk Hogan comparisons, on the very left here, we have the Ultimate Edition Series 13. Next to that, we have the brand new Greatest Hits Elite, which is a redo of the Survivor Series Elite with the updated head here. And we also do have the Elite 96 with the War Bonnet. You will see it does have the same head on this new main event Hulk Hogan. And just a few quick basic Hulk Hogan comparisons. So like I said, we've seen this t-shirt mold reused quite some time, over and over again. This was an original release. I believe this is a Walmart exclusive, if I'm not mistaken, with the Hulk Rules shirt. You do have him in the workout gear, which has the same formula as his brand new basic here. And we also have the Championship Hulk Hogan that came out in that standalone series. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the brand new main event series. Have they been rebranded? Do you appreciate the new articulation? Have you been picking up more of these? While you're at it, turn on those notification bells. Stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. My personal take on these main event figures here. Hulk, listen, it's nothing special. If I was not a Hulk completist, I probably wouldn't have grabbed it. But like I said, I have every Hulk Hogan made from Mattel. So my new rule now with basics, especially, I'm only buying one Hogan for my display because I am running out of room. The figure is great, but again, it's standard. It's another t-shirt mold with a different shirt and kind of a head swap. But I do like the look of it. I feel like if you do not have any basic Hulk Hogan figures in your collection, this is one you may want to grab. Cena is very cool. It's very different. I will be totally honest with you guys, if I knew the hat was not removable, I probably would not have bought this figure. I mean, I really wanted it for the accessories, but this is kind of cool. I mean, you know, like I said, we've been seeing the memes and all the jokes for the "You Can't See Me" stuff. So here you go, a figure form, especially with Cena retiring. I'm sure Mattel is going to be pumping a lot more to celebrate his career. It'll be interesting to see if we get maybe kind of like a celebration figure like we did with The Undertaker when he was kind of retiring towards the end of his run. So this is very different from the other Cenas we've got in the past. I do like how the new untucked t-shirt looks on the main event figure. So, say if you're on the fence and you're a Cena fan, I'd say grab it. But, you know, if you're going to do a fix-up like me, I saw him in the kind of red and blue attire. I was like, oh, man, I can get a custom shirt. I can swap the head from this basic and one of the wristbands and maybe have a Cena from that run. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. I'm going to try to see if I can somehow maybe heat this hat and remove it off, but stay tuned to my Instagram page. Maybe I'll post some pictures if I'm able to get that accomplished. Before you guys go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I hope you guys have enjoyed this main event video review, and I'll catch you all in the next one.